when you deal with anybody that brings up religion to get even with you, be very careful. And when they are telling you they're going to the human rights court, knows that you are doomed, because you are not going to come out of that place alive.
A few weeks ago, we met John Alabi. He's a 53-year-old Canadian man who lives in Ontario. He's currently being charged a jizya. That's a Sharia tax placed in Islamic countries on infidels, except he's not receiving the fine in an Islamic country. He's receiving the fine in Ontario, Canada. The reason? He wore his shoes into a property that he owns when his tenants were Muslim. And Ontario's Human Rights Court says that he is guilty of religious discrimination. Well, we caught up with John and we started a crowdfunding campaign in order to help him cover his $12,000 Sharia tax. But we heard from you, our Rebel supporters, fans, and contributors at home. You said you wanted to help John out, but not in this way. You didn't want to help him pay his Sharia fine. You wanted to help him fight, not just for his case, but for the sake of a dangerous precedent that might be being set in this country. So we followed up with John. And for those of you who watched our initial report, you'll know that he hasn't had an easy go. He's been dragged through the court system for over 2 years and lost his young son during the process. We didn't know if John would be up for the fight. And so after sharing your feedback and your emails with John himself, he said that he feels encouraged enough to get back in the ring and fight this unnecessary and unfair Sharia creep ruling from the Ontario Human Rights Tribunal, under one condition: we help him cover his legal costs. And so that is exactly what we're going to do. All said and done, it's going to cost $8,000 plus HST. That's a total of $9,040 in order to see John's case make it through the request for recommendation phase, as well as the divisional court and the Court of Appeal. We know our audience and supporters are fighters, and it's because of you and your feedback that John has found the energy and the wherewithal to carry on in this important battle. I hope you'll join me in going to www.helpjohn.ca and help contribute to covering the legal costs in this incredibly important legal fight. Go to helpjohn.ca and show that patriot support is stronger than Sharia law in this country. For the Rebel.media, I'm Faith Goldy. Visit helpjohn.ca to stop the Sharia tax.